We back again with Hustlin' Humble. Last time he had a different name, so that's the first thing we gotta talk about. We gotta talk about the name change, man. Speak on that.
Yes, sir. For real, bro. I've been looking for a new name for a while now. I grew out of said humble for real. So I felt like and hustling, that was my Instagram name, hustling said. So I ended up just changing it. One day I was like, hustling humble, and it sounded good and stuck. So I immediately changed everything to it. All my socials, hustling X humble, even on Apple Music too. So yeah.
How important is hustling to you?
Man, you know me, Uh, just I feel like it's just in me, you know what I'm saying? It ain't in everybody, you know what I'm saying? But hustling, I don't give a fuck what you doing, whether you selling drugs, going to work out, or whatever the fuck you doing, you can't get nowhere without hustling. So that's kind of my take on it, how I feel about it.
That's 1,000% true, man. Everything in the world
Yeah.
costs.
Facts. Shit free. I ain't never lied.
So when I was doing my research, I looked it up, and the last time we did an interview was August 2022. So that was almost three
Right, yeah.
years ago.
Yep. A lot has changed since then.
What speak on what changed? Speak on what you can about what changed, because that was almost like if we would have waited one more month, that would have been 3 years on the dot. Damn it.
Yep. Because I think it was around the summertime, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was August
Yep.
2022. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah. Just a lot. I mean, it depends on what aspect you're talking about.
Musically, talk about what changed.
Yeah. So, like, I would say the last like 2 years, man, I've been like just in the studio a lot. Like this past February, March, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been in the studio every day as far as like this month and last month or like the last few weeks, but I recorded a song every day for 14 days straight. And at the time, I was still going to work and all that type of shit. So I was going to work 8 hours, and then I leave, go to the studio, and take 4 hours on one song. And I kind of my brother Cash Life. Like people don't know that's my blood brother. Like same dad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I be
But
listening to his shit too.
yeah, he because before I was my engineer, Bernard Terry, you know what I'm saying? I think I talked to you about that before. He was kind of doing all my engineering. So since he passed away, a lot of people always like bring up about like how my sound is a little different, stuff like that. And I just be like, man, I credit that to him. But I've been mixing and mastering my own shit now. Like everything that I drop is mixed by me. And if it wasn't mixed or mastered by me, my brother helped me, and you know what I'm saying? He tweaked it a little bit. So I would say that's a big change. I'm engineering my own stuff now. Um, I just kind of got into the plug and B wave. A lot of people not hip around here, you know what I'm saying? But I love those beats. I fell in love with those beats. So I just been doing a lot of those beats. But yeah, just a lot of like minor changes in my sound.
I know mixing and mastering your own shit really help with your, and then like engineering, it helped save some money.
Oh, definitely. You know, I still sometimes go to other studios. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes me and my brother, we might be like, fuck it, let's go to this studio. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've been recently hearing about the antidote, shit like that. So I'm not like opposed to going to other studios and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But I rather record myself.
Yeah, I understand that. Don't nobody know you better than you in the
Right,
sound that
right,
you got.
definitely. For sure.
Now, you dropped a project called A Picture So Vivid. First and foremost, that title, man, that
Right.
title speaks volumes, bro. Talk about that. Just that title alone, man. That
Yeah.
reminds me of like a Rick Ross type.
Yeah. A picture so vivid. That's another thing, bro. You know, I always try to make music for every different audience, bro. Like I know everybody don't listen to the same type of music. Some people only like, you know what I'm saying, the Flint wave or the energy beats and all that type of shit. Some people fuck with the like the melodic singing shit I do. Some people don't. Some people fuck with the plug and beat shit. Some people don't like those kind of beats. So I kind of like try to do something for everybody so I can appeal to every audience, I would say. You know what I'm saying? But A Picture So Vivid was a whole rap album, like just straight rap, like straight like on some currency, like you know what I'm saying, like lyric shit.
Yeah.
But at that time, that was when I was in my, I would say, I was real happy at that time. So I just want to show people, like, hey, I can really rap. I don't need no auto tune. Because I heard somebody say that before. That was insane
Yeah, I
to
don't
say I
feel
need
like
auto tune.
I don't feel like your auto tune music is comparable to your rap, honestly.
Facts, facts, facts. You know what I'm saying? But at the time, like if you look at the cover art, it's kind of like painted like with watercolors.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like A Picture So Vivid. I make all my covers too. So I was in that cover art, I was at a concert. You know what I'm saying? And it was happy. I was happy. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to give everybody a rap glimpse of like the little shit that go on in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
the first one of the first songs on there, or I should say one of my favorites, 1 AM on Chevy. That's my favorite. That song's probably, I don't know, man. That's probably one of my top 5 songs. You just gotta know.
Yeah. I hear you. You rapped
So
about having a young mom and not having a lot coming up. Talk about that. Cause like a lot
right,
of people, they moms, like when my mom had me, she was 25. So like
right.
it's a different kind of lifestyle. It's almost like you might have felt like your mom was like your sister more so than like anything.
I would say, yeah, my mom, she was like 16 when she had me. So we don't got the best relationship, but I still love her. We still love each other. It ain't all bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would say coming up, I love how I was raised. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't change nothing. Of course, like everybody could say what they wish was done better or this and that. But at the time, um, I just feel how I feel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't really know my background like that. So I just be giving little hints and shit like that. But yeah, my mom had me at 16. Definitely was born with the odds against
He was born in
me. But
1998. What was it like growing up during
you
that
know,
time period, man? For you, because I was still growing up during that time period too, but I was born before '98. So like the
man,
late '80s,
I had a
late '90s babies is different.
yeah, yeah. And that's what I be telling people, man. Cause sometimes I had those like they be trying to link my generation with the YNs. And it's like, no, bro. I'm not no fucking YN. I don't act like them. I got morals, you know what I'm saying? I'm not on no murder, kill. I ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even know that. And even though I know a lot of people, and I got a lot of family that's on that type of time, everybody know me, man. I'm just chilling, making music, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get some money. How can I get some money? That's always been my take on everything. But growing up, man, I had a regular childhood, bro. Like outside hooping, riding bikes, going to school, like having little girlfriends in elementary school, and you know what I'm saying? Like my aunties taking us to Sam's Club and getting pizza and holidays, things like just a regular childhood, man. I'm real blessed to say that because a lot of these kids can't say that.
Yeah, you are 1,000% right. A lot of them just grew up on iPads.
Yeah, yeah. And don't get me wrong, like I grew up on MySpace and Facebook and all that type of shit. And I had a Millsberry, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was young with a
But
MySpace too.
yeah, I had a regular childhood, man. I'm real blessed.
And one of the songs on your project, you mentioned everybody being clones. And what aspect did you mean? Do you mean like everybody following trends, everybody trying to be like
And it's not even a lot of people try to make it seem like it's just the young people. It's older people too. Everybody want to be known on social media. All the females want to take. Ain't nothing wrong with take with photography and modeling and all that type of shit. But if you're not that, you're not that. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to just be a regular person. Like
sure,
the aspect of just being a regular is gone these days. You know what I'm saying? So like even with me, like that's why I try to stay off the internet sometimes. Like a lot of times I will go just off the radar. Like I'll delete all the apps and it's just comforting in me. Like nobody know where I'm at. Nobody know what I'm doing. Nobody, I don't even, I'm a private person. Like I try to keep my personal life and my music and all that shit separate. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like people knowing everything about me or what I got going on in my personal life or what kind of car I drive or where I'm, or where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? It's just everybody put everything on the internet now. And I swear, if I wasn't a rapper or trying to do this shit, this music shit, I probably wouldn't be on the internet like how I am. But it's just like I know I don't have a choice. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So yeah, that's what I mean by everybody being clones. Everybody's the same person. Everybody values social media. Everybody Instagram be having these niggas bitches in a nutshell.
Kanye wasn't
I,
lying when he
I
said
do
that.
it so.
Now I had a whole different question lined up, but you just said something that made me think of another question that I didn't even have wrote down because I didn't know you was gonna
Right,
answer it that way. So you said
right.
you keep your personal life away from your career. How how do you balance that when you do interviews and like you gotta talk in your music based off what you go through because you're not a fake rapper. You're not gonna rap about a life you don't live.
Right. Um, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna say it's hard, but it's like it's more of a me thing. Like how it's more so like how can I keep going and take constructive criticism and stuff like that and not take it personal. You know what I'm saying? It's more so like a me thing. But I damn near think I need a whole new Instagram to just like for Instagram promotional purposes. Like it's real hard being a person that don't value clout and social media and attention. I don't care about attention, never did. Like I'm a person, I got real relationships with people like in real life. Like I don't have to have a social media at all. That's why I say like if I delete my social media and you can't contact me, we not cool like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it's a battle with myself about like, man, do I really want to monetize my page? So, do I really want to do this? I know it can help for the music, but it's like some clout shit. It's just shit people do for clout and attention and likes and views. You know what I'm saying? But at the
Yeah.
same time, that's what I want. So I just kind of take the good with the bad.
That's an interesting perspective to look at it because everybody perceives social media different. Because I really only perceive it as like entertainment.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. And that's all it is. It's
Yeah,
nothing but entertainment, but it's like you rarely run across people that could care less about social media. So like when I see it, I'll be like, yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Them the real ones.
yeah, definitely.
Anybody watching, if you out there, you genuinely don't give a fuck about social media. You don't even, you know what I'm saying? Keep going. You the one. For real.
In a song, you said not feeling for a woman who don't love you. How are you able to tell? Because love could be fake.
Um, it's easy to tell, really. You know, like with women that I talk to or that I fuck with, most of them know how I am. Most of them know like how I feel about clout and the internet and running to the internet. Um, Me personally, I know a female fuck with me if they just sit back and let me do me. Not like as far as like fucking with other women and all that, but just like as far as like just let me be me. Like It's unconditional. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter how I act, they there. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how I am. I don't care what you do, who you fuck with, none of this. You know what I'm saying? If we in that beginning stage, none of that should even matter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I know a female really fuck with me if she just letting me do me and she just there. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I need her for, whether it's a talk. I don't like date females for their money or shit like that.
Yeah, me
So
neither. I
yeah,
think that's kind of weird.
it is.
But I also think it's weird on both
Definitely a
ends too.
red flag. But I don't. Not saying I want a broke female. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't. But I don't like when I start talking to somebody. I don't really give a fuck about what you do at like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like in your career or where you work at. Like that don't matter to me. I'm trying to figure out what kind of person are you?
Are we
What
even
do you?
compatible?
What? Yeah, are we compatible? What kind of energy can you bring me? Like, are you good at? Are you good at uplifting people when they down? You know what I'm saying? Because I'll be going through a lot of shit, and I be needing to hear certain shit sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure.
So as I got older, bro, I could care less about like all that nonsense that females value these days, or should I say women. It's just that's why I'm single now, bro, because I'm picky. Every time I be trying to take somebody serious, they show me why I shouldn't. And it's be like, fuck, man. And most of the time it be internet shit, bro.
Yeah.
But it just is what it is, bro.
I know exactly what you're going through, bro.
Oh
You
yeah, man.
you mentioned bills over hoes. A lot of niggas will put that hoes over their bills. Talk about how you able to like, cause pussy is powerful. So talk about how you don't let it overpower you to the point where you like, damn, I just got some pussy, but now I'm broke. Cause I know niggas like that. They will literally spend their last dime to impress a bitch and be at home eating Cheetos for dinner.
Man, ramen noodles, Vienna sausages. You know what I'm I think it's a I think it's I think it's a lot of people say bad shit about pride, but I think it's good pride too. I think certain niggas or men should have certain pride. That should be a pride right there.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, women out here, they they talking shit about broke niggas and all this and that. And I ain't fucking with this nigga if he ain't got this. And if a nigga ain't doing this, then he ain't that. Like just you know how this shit go. It just
definitely.
that should be a male pride. Like I would say for me, I always been independent. You know what I'm saying? Like I always got my own money. I never been a leech. You know what I'm saying? Like if I wasn't, you know, when I was living a different life and I was, you know, to make some money and shit, I still didn't need people. And then when I wasn't doing that no more, I went and got a job. You know what I'm saying? And for all these quick question, not to get off subject, but jobs, it's okay to have a job.
For sure.
Let's put that out there, bro.
It's safe.
Everybody can't sell drugs or do all this other shit that everybody, like I said, value on social media, bro. Go to fucking work. If you ain't got nothing going, take your ass to work, bro.
Yeah,
But I think just a male pride, bro. So like with me, you can't just act any way with me because I don't need you. You
right.
know what I'm saying? I want a female that need me mentally, not physically
Yeah,
or financially. But that's not to say that if I got a girl, she won't be taken care of, because she will. Ask any woman that I ever took on a date. Some of them gonna watch this. Like ask them if they paid for anything. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But I want to take care of a female that don't care about being taken cared of, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah. Like you're gonna be straight, but just don't just if we just started talking, don't expect me to just like it should really be common sense, if you ask me, but
Absolutely.
I digress for
You
sure.
you got I don't know if you ever got this personal before, but you rapped about your nephew being a prince.
Yeah.
Do that
Yeah,
give you
definitely.
do that give you like a taste of like or a feel of what fatherhood might feel like?
definitely give me a little taste. It's weird that you said that because I felt like that's how I really felt.
Because I know you're not a dad yet.
Yeah, I'm not a dad yet, but just seeing my nephew grow up and just seeing my little, because it's my little brother's son, just seeing all the how he learn and how kids pay attention and like just typical shit like that is just I feel like that's how I feel, man, and I feel like somehow, some way, me and his father is responsible for not making him grow up like us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
That makes sense. So that's how I feel about that.
You had a Nipsey Hustle interlude on the project, man. Is that where the hustle in your name came from? Is that what, like, not necessarily came from, but is it something that played a part in putting that in your name too?
Um, wouldn't nah, it wasn't. It's just, but I do respect Nip and what he had going on. You know what I'm saying? I know about his whole story.
Yeah,
And like I said, I got family out in LA, so I know about the whole movement. You know what I'm saying? My uncle is well, it's by marriage, but he Danner raised me. You know what I'm saying? He
yeah,
passed away, but my uncle is a real Crip from LA. So that's how I'm so connected with their culture and I know what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So yeah. But I want to say that I ain't gonna take credit. I ain't gonna use nickname and try. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, I
So
respect
yeah.
that. What made you put the interlude in the first place? Or like what about that particular thing resonated with you to put it on your project? Because Nipsey said a lot of great things. You could have literally took anything he said.
Right, right. Are you talking about the Nipsey interlude on that first tape, right?
Yeah,
I would say at the time it was just that's when I was kind of like really getting to know the story and like what he was doing for the community and stuff like that.
yeah,
So, and I resonate with shit like that because what people don't know about me is, like I said, I keep my personal life separate. People don't know that I'm damn near, I'm halfway done get a degree in social work. You know what I'm saying? So I work with kids. Like I've worked at schools with kids with behavior problems, and you know what I'm saying. So like I kind of got one foot in education world and one foot in the rapper life. So it resonated with me. So I just understand stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So that interview that he did that I put at the end of that song is just powerful. You know what I'm saying? And some people needed to hear that.
I agree. Which one you love more, doing what you do outside of rap or the rap?
That's a good question. I like using my life and my experiences to inform others. Like that's something naturally that I like doing, but I've been doing music all my life. So, I would rather be, what I'm saying, a musician, but that's not to say that I won't do shit for kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So if I do, what I'm saying, become more successful in my life with the music and my career, then I will be using that to my advantage to help the kids. You know what I'm saying?
that's smart.
So I would say both.
You rapped about a 580 Benz. Is that your dream car?
Beings, yes. I don't even give a fuck what year it is.
You
I
might
swear.
be the only person I know who dream car is something like that. Most people out here like Maybachs, Lambs.
Yeah, yeah. I want a Benz or a BMW. BMW stands for Black Man Winning.
Yeah, I heard Polo G say that before, and I've been saying
Oh
it
yeah,
ever since.
right. Yeah,
What about them cars? Like you ever drove them before?
I never drove one. My sister got one though. She got a 4MATIC, so I know what they look like. You know what I'm saying? It's just a luxury car.
Yeah. So you more of a luxury car versus a sports type car.
Yeah, like I don't really care about sports cars like that.
Me neither. I don't like sports cars. I don't see the point in going fast for
Hold
nothing.
on, just a second. Let me get in the door.
Okay. But yeah, I don't really like sport cars either. I'm more of a luxury car kind of guy too. I don't
Yeah,
really
me
like
too.
the whole driving fast thing.
I mean, don't get me wrong. When I get rich, I'll have one. But I like I said, man, luxury. Give me a S550 or S580 Benz, shit, or an old school Corvette or something like. I think that's the type of person I am. Like, that's just like with jewelry. People ask me about jewelry. I don't got no jewelry, but I know people that got real jewelry. Like, I've been around real jewelry. I know what real jewelry look like. I know what shit that's not moissanite supposed to look like. I
Yeah,
know how your diamond's supposed to look when the sun hit it. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been around this shit. So that's just like with the jewelry. If I get a watch, I'm not, most of these kids gonna go flush it out with diamonds, and it's not even gonna be worth nothing no more. But
not
they
worth
don't give a fuck
shit.
about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah,
the type of person. I'm so humble, bro. Like this shit ain't just a name, bro. Like I'm really humble. You
I'm
know what I'm
already
saying?
knowing.
Like if I come out, I might have a white tee on with a watch on. That's just plain Jane. That way, if something happened in the future, this don't that don't depreciate. Like the value of it is gonna be the same. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So I'm that type of person. Like I got an old school soul, bro. And my uncles who raised me, it's just I grew up different than a lot of people, but I grew up the right way. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
I ain't grow up perfect, but I had a lot of people that instilled in me what matters and how to move in certain situations. So yeah,
I agree with that, and I definitely can relate.
right, yeah, yeah.
You have to about niggas that call their girl a lot, the simps.
Yeah.
Talk about that, man. Because a girl will
Um,
want you to call her a lot.
you said what?
A girl will want you to call her a lot, especially if she
Yeah,
fuck
don't
with
get me wrong. I want a girl that's like that, but you become a simp when she don't want you and you still trying, or you still messaging her, or you still, giving her any attention.
you
Like I'm not
100%.
gonna I'm stingy with my attention. So if I fuck with you and I keep, let's say, and I keep trying with you, well, for one, if I keep trying with you, we must got some type of history. You know what I'm saying? Some type of significant history to where like I'm comfortable doing that. But like if you trying to fuck with a girl and she not responding, why would you message her 3, 4 more times?
Yeah,
Like some of this shit is common sense. Like if you'd have messaged a girl 5 times on Instagram or Messenger or wherever you messaging her at, and she ain't responded, and you always heard her pictures, and she make a status like I'm drunk, I'm trying to get out here. Where y'all at? And then you gonna comment on the story and be like, where you at? Why would you do that?
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
That's simp activity. That's simp behavior. Like as a man, if you gonna have all you got is your balls, bro, in this world. So if you gonna be simping and just trying to get a female attention, like even some niggas you try to use their money. You can have some money and still be a simp.
For
You know what
sure.
I'm saying? A lot of niggas, like, don't get me wrong, the world revolves around money. A lot of these bitches is going off money. That's just how it is.
Yeah,
But using your money to get a girl is still lame and simp behavior. That's why I always say in my songs, bro, she gonna fuck me even if I ain't got no chain.
for sure.
You feel me? Like, that's just how I feel. And I say that in the most humble way because I'm a real person at the end of the day, bro. I go through real shit. I know real people, you know what I'm saying? In real life. Like, if I didn't rap, if I didn't have no money or whatever, these people would still be around me.
And them the
You know
people
what I'm
that matter
saying?
the most.
Yeah, facts. Facts. Them the people that matter the most, bro. You got to keep people that's in your best interest around you. And sometimes they might have their own issues, you know? But you got to keep real people around you. That's why I always say, like, if you ain't 10 years in with me, then we ain't like you ain't my brother for real. Like I'm not gonna say it like I don't got people that I fuck with that I fuck with hard and you know what I'm saying that I wouldn't let sleep on my couch that I didn't know for 10 years. I'm just saying like most of the people that I fuck with and are 10 people that I knew for 10 plus years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I kind of look at all that shit different, bro. I don't. That's why I don't do a lot of features
Yeah,
because I don't know a lot of these niggas. I've never seen these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
I never. Like, don't get me wrong, I know a lot of Flint rappers that I've been knowing, but a lot of these niggas I never seen before. So, and I'm not the type to just go link up with niggas just to rap.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I can't stress that enough. That's why I always do my own shit, bro. I just keep my music to myself. It ain't nothing really personal. It was just I'm not a friendly person like that.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
understandable. You know, everybody operate different.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You rapped about niggas sliding with no jail money. Speak on that, because that's very important. A nigga will commit the craziest crime in the world. You can't get a lawyer or a bond or none of that.
You talking about what song was that? That was on a picture so vivid.
Yeah.
What song was that? Was it 1-8?
Okay.
No, that was Aunt Joe's house.
Yeah.
What I say? Do that shit by yourself. He gonna tell. Probably get locked. Now you can't afford bail. That's some real shit. A lot of people be crashing out, but it's like if you gonna crash out, at least give yourself the benefit, like the best chance
I
of
agree.
crashing and surviving.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
can crash and survive still. People talk about crashing out. You could crash out and survive.
Yeah, you can.
So man, it's just a lot of YN activity, bro. A lot of stupid shit. A lot of people just doing shit for how they feel and not thinking about the consequences or 10, 15 years from now, you know?
Yeah. A lot of people don't think past whatever day they live to be.
Facts. Facts. Just living in the moment.
Exactly. You said the realest thing you ever heard was be yourself. Who told you that, and when did they tell you that?
Um,
If you can
my
say.
elders, you know what I'm saying? I would say, trying to think. It's been a while, man. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of just learned that though, to be honest. Like it's a lot of stuff for me is kind of like learned behavior. But I would say like my uncles, my mom, my grandmas, you know what I'm saying? Like they just always influenced me to be yourself, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Accept people for who they is. That's really all you can do in the world.
I couldn't have said that better myself. You also talked about being raised around G's. What's a G to you? 'Cause everybody definition of
Um,
G is different.
a G to me is a person that is willing to stand on business. You know what I'm saying? Like willingly, front lines. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, they respect people. These are people that you can take around your mom. They're not going to disrespect your mom or your dad. These are people that when you walk in a room, they're going to speak to everybody. You know what I'm saying? These are people that just do real shit, but they stand on business. You know what I'm saying? That's a G to me.
Yeah,
So I was like, for example, my Uncle Key, I ain't gonna put his business out here. You know what I'm saying? If you know me, you know who he is, and you know what the fuck he be on. You know what I'm saying? But I love him with so much. You know what I'm saying? Like always looked out for me. You know what I'm saying? Never tried to influence me to do no stupid shit. Never tried to influence me to do some shit like he doing. You know what I'm saying? Just whatever I was doing, he always supported me. But he is a gangster. That's just how it is. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? That's a real G to me. Not just getting on the internet, going live with niggas, sliding on niggas' mama cribs, hitting their mamas, hitting their daddies, hitting the babies. Like that shit ain't. That's not gangster at all. Like that shit ain't cool. I don't condone that. I don't respect that, and I don't fuck with niggas like that. Period. That's just how it is. I don't even want none of that nonsense around me. You know what I'm saying?
I'm the same way.
Yeah. Like I don't want none of that shit around me, bro. If you're not thorough and if you're not like solid genuinely though, a lot of people play with that genuine word. Like a lot of people just say genuine shit. Did that make sense?
Hell yeah. A lot of people just say shit because it sounds good and it don't even mean it.
Yeah, like I know people who say the most genuine shit in the world, but their actions be like, you're not solid.
Yeah, I know people
But
like that too.
it is what it is, though. I just accept people for who they are, and I pay attention to the first close signs. You know what I'm saying? Like people say one thing, but their actions show another, and that's just what you got to go on. Especially when you get older,
For sure.
you learn that more as you get older. You can't people just be talking, man.
Yeah,
You know
they
what I'm
really
saying?
do.
Yeah, for sure.
You had a bar where you said, I think you said sipping on Dom or sipping on Dom. Which one was it? Was it Dom or Dom?
More than likely, Don. That's my favorite alcohol. Don Julio.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, is that something you need for the studio sessions or just
I remember you asked me this question in the last interview, and it was crazy. At the time, I said yes because I was kind of like one person. Like I have bad anxiety sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I'm not afraid to say it. If you know, you know.
yeah,
But like sometimes, like that little shot or that liquor is just like give me that kick in the studio, and that's what I be needing. Like it just be me versus myself. It ain't that serious, really. It's just shit that everybody go through. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
now I can make songs without being intoxicated or half the time. Like I've made a lot of songs this year sober. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna lie, I've been the most sober these days than ever, bro. Like it's crazy. It's really crazy, but yeah,
yeah.
that's how I know. Like, sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but like that's how I know that I feel like me and my brother we getting closer and closer and closer, and people like, bro, y'all need to do this. Oh my, this song will sound good with such and such. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I'm learning how to make this shit a job. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
Because a lot of
How to
people,
network.
yeah. I'm learning how to network. I'm talking to people I'm talking to more promoters. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to more. I'm open to collabing more. Me and Jay Kerr got some shit about to drop. Like that's what I told him. Like I don't even fuck with niggas like that, but I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? We could do some music. Like I'm more open to networking and being a rapper, doing rapper shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah,
I'm glad you doing that because doing shit like that, taking that risk, which you rap about risk, taking risk a lot, that's gonna
right.
reward you so much.
Facts, facts. Bet on yourself, bro. Like another aspect, bro. I always see people trying to down Flint rappers and this and that, and I get it because some of these niggas is ass. Some of these girls can't rap. Some of these people don't need to be in the studio, you know. But like I said, bro, I love this city so much. I don't give a fuck what you doing. Like people always want to down on the rappers, but nobody talking about them greasy ass dinners you be selling. You
Uh,
feel me? Or the tacky ass hoodies you trying to sell.
right.
But I'm not gonna point that out, Like who am I to judge somebody's shit? My job is to support.
I
And
respect
that's
that.
how I feel like I wish everybody in Flint just respected everybody and what they was trying to do.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people, like music is my passion. Whatever your passion is, I respect people for pursuing it, even if it don't work. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that yeah, that's how I look at it.
That's a good way to look at it.
Yes, sir.
So on that picture so vivid, the first the first thing we see is Aunt Joe's house.
Right.
Talk about how important that place is.
Oh wow, I'm glad you asked that so I could touch up on this. That's my auntie, love her to death. She kind of raised me a little bit, helped raise me. Um, I got a lot of memories at her house. Her house, she lived there for a long time. All her grandkids. It's just it's a memory for all of us. You know what I'm saying? My cousins, Dominique, my cousin Cyrus. They all know how important that house is to us. So in the beginning of the song, I start by saying about how my aunt used to make us pinto beans with the neck bones back when I ain't had no cell phone, just a computer and some headphones. That was real shit.
Yeah, I can tell.
This back way before social media and cloud and all that type of stuff. So it's just a significant place in my life, significant time too.
Talk about 1 a.m. on Chevy. What's for those who don't know what Chevy is?
Chevy is a street in Flint. That's where I was recording at. That's where my studio was at the time. Recorded countless songs there. From rap shit to auto tune shit. It was 1 a.m. on Chevy when I was recording. So like with the song names and shit, bro, it's crazy because I don't really be knowing what I'm gonna name songs. Like when I get done with a song, I don't even know what to name it. I don't come up with the name until I'm about to drop it. When I'm going on DistroKid and I'm uploading the files, you know what I'm saying? That I really don't be having names because a
Yeah,
lot of my songs don't be having hooks either. So
that's a fact. What about the studio on Chevy from that first visit made you be like, oh yeah, I'm coming back?
I would say it wasn't timed. Like you could ask anybody that record music or that pay for studio time, bro. If you going, it's different when you by yourself because you got time to be creative, you got time to think, you got time to not rush. But when you go into a paid studio, you damn near need to go in there with everything already thought out, the beat already picked, um, how many all that needs to be thought out beforehand because you paying by the hour, right?
Right.
So when I was going on a Chevy, I didn't none of that was a factor. It was just me and my brother recording for however long we needed to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It wasn't like my creativity wasn't being limited. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
And that's why I felt like that studio kind of helped me grow. Like I had time to understand how to mix and master. I had time trying to figure out certain effects and how certain plugins make my voice sound. Like I had the time to, just experiment. So I feel like that's why my sound has grew a little bit more. Some people like my old stuff better. Some people like the new stuff better. It just is what it is. Just take the good with the bad.
Yeah, that's all you really can do.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
When I saw that title, it made me think of Drake because Drake is famous for the time stamps and the location songs, man. Does
Right,
Drake
yeah,
play,
yeah, yeah.
does Drake
I
play a
fuck with
part in your career as far as like influence?
Drake.
Yeah,
Yeah, I fuck with Drake. I fuck with Drake the long way, bro. Even after all that shit that just went on with Kendrick shit.
yeah,
Um, I also think social media. I think he is the biggest. Like people, when I was just talking about social media, like if you look at it, Drake is being like he. Look at what social media does. Like that's the power of it. Look what it's doing to one of the most biggest artists in the world.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like everybody loved him. Now everybody hate him. And I don't know him personally. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what he did to Future and the Weekend and all these people who supposedly got problems with him. That ain't my business really. But I fuck with Drake. Um, Man, when I was coming up, I used to listen to Drake a lot. Like Drake, if you ask me, he the one who popularized singing music by people who don't actually know how to sing. Because if you think about it, bro, Drake can't sing really, bro. He just melodized. And his engineer, him and 40, they know what they doing. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like
feel like for this
you're not
generation,
gonna
he
have
really
Drake
did that.
sing, huh? Say it
I
one
said,
time.
I feel like for this generation, I feel like he really did that.
Yeah, he did. Like you're not gonna have Drake sing the national anthem or something, but like he know how to harmonize, and that's what I feel like I do. I can't sing really. I can harmonize though,
Yeah,
but Yeah, I fuck with Drake the long way, man. I've been listening to Drake since '09. Thank Me Later type shit.
Me too.
Motherfucking 2010, back when like Drake was just getting on Young Money.
Yeah.
Like I remember Best I Ever Had. Like that was like when he first dropped that, I was a fan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna listen to Drake the whole time too, man. That for me personally, just like you said, that beef that he just got out of didn't really change nothing. How I felt about the music. The music's still good.
Yeah,
Even
yeah,
the music
yeah,
after the beef is still good.
yeah. This is what I tell people, cause I'm a Drake fan, bro, and I fuck with Kendrick too. When Good
Yeah,
Kid,
Kendrick
Master
too.
first dropped, I was on that. You know what I'm saying? Poetic Justice was a crazy song to me, but I get it. Like, as a, like, okay, this is how I feel about that situation in a nutshell. I feel like Drake, he tried to Meek Mill Kendrick, but somebody in his camp or somebody who know music around him should have been in his ear, like, hey, bro, you need to you need to get on some lyric shit with him. Like, you can't make no twerking song. He got on there talking on Family Matter song talking about shake that ass, bitch, hands on. No, we don't want to hear that. This is
Yeah,
not Meek Mill. This is Kendrick Lamar.
yeah.
And I wouldn't have been on the track beat. I'd have went all out. I would have waged war on Kendrick. I ain't gonna lie.
I feel
I
like
ain't
I
gonna
feel like
lie.
on the Heart Part 6 he did, but I feel like it might have been too late to the public.
Yeah, he tried. I don't. I feel like. Have you ever heard Drake? What was it? Man, what is the fuck name of this? Is it 5 a.m. in Toronto? Have you ever heard that song?
Yeah,
That's the energy Drake was supposed to bring,
yeah.
but instead
Yeah,
he didn't bring that energy because he was used to. He had a public beef with Meek Mill. He seen how that worked for him with the back to back song. It was like you know what I'm saying?
yeah. It was a
So
more club song.
yeah, it was a more of a club song. So, but he battled a real rapper this time. So he thought he was gonna use his influence in the trap and make it a club banger and try to just kind of like do him how he did Meek Mill, but it backfired. It's like no,
Yeah,
because like I said, I would have been in his ear like no. But it's and I also didn't like. I don't think that they had to talk about each other kids and all that because I ain't gonna lie. Me personally, you bring my people, my family in it, now it's a whole different type of issue. It's not about music no more. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So I understand Kendrick and them, but I don't think neither one of them should have brought their kids into it because I think that made them hate each other even more.
yeah. I
But,
agree with that. I feel like
but yeah,
outside this is off limits.
yeah, 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 for sure. But yeah, Drake was a significant part of my childhood music for sure.
I could definitely tell.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
You said 90 days of work, you can accomplish a lot. What when did you realize that? Was that from experience or seeing somebody else do something in 90 days?
It was really from both, really. Like, I would say back when I first like moved out and all of that type of stuff, and I started taking care of myself, you don't really realize yourself elevating sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It just kind of become normal. And that's what I get scared of because I've got comfortable a lot in my life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So sometimes when you can get successfully comfortable too. Just like how some broke people are comfortable being broke, you can get rich and be comfortable rich to the point where like it's like now it's not even fulfilling. You like me, I had everything that I kind of like wanted at the time. Had my own car, my own crib, my own space. You know what I'm saying? But at the time, I still was feeling like I was missing something. You know what I'm saying? And that's the scary part of all this shit. But 90 days is all it takes. Take 3 weeks to break a habit. 90 days to make a change.
yeah. I feel like more people understood that and grasped that concept, it wouldn't be no cigarette smokers, no alcoholics, it wouldn't be no lazy people, it wouldn't be no fat people.
Facts, facts, facts.
Yeah. And one of your songs you mentioned Jimmy Choo's and and Louis Vuitton. Now, you don't really strike me as the type of person who would wear designer, only based off the fact that I never seen you too much wear any. So, what made you mention them songs? And like, is this something that you will get into in the future?
So, like, my main focus is not living above my means. So, I'm kind of just a regular nigga for real. Like, on a fashion shit, like white tee, hat, Nike sweats, Air Max. You know what I'm saying? Just a regular fit. Like, I ain't going broke like these niggas on the mirror. Like, that's just how I feel. But once I got it to lose or spend, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be dressing very different. And don't get me wrong, I do got designer shit. It's just like I said, I barely even take Instagram pictures, bro. To be real, like unless I don't know, like I take pictures, but not really like that. Unless I'm doing something else, like it's a special occasion. You know what I'm saying? But I do like designer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, it's just not something that I spend all my money on.
Yeah, you smart. With that mindset, once you get to the millions, you already conditioned to be smart with money.
For sure. I just the evolution for real. That's how it should go.
Thought it was love. You talked about blowing the bag in Atlanta, like Future. Is that something you did or something you want to do?
That was just some rap shit. I ain't blow no bag in the A, but I was in the A, spending money and shit. But I won't say I blew a bag.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What was you doing in the A? I've been to the A one time. It was years ago.
I love Atlanta, bro. I love Atlanta. Like, I'm not really a South person like that. I don't really like the down South culture, mostly because of the racism shit. Like, from my experiences, when I've been down there, like I've been deep in Mississippi, all that. It's just I don't know. It's just something about the atmosphere down there. But Atlanta is different. So many beautiful women. It's like it's kind of like a up north Detroit, I mean a down south Detroit to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I love Atlanta. But I was down there. I had gotten a studio down there and shit. Uh, fucking with some people that from Flint that I knew that lived down in the A. Getting smoking weed, just typical shit, vacation and shit.
Do you feel like you got a different vibe from them studios versus studios back at home?
Yeah, I definitely felt different. For sure, I felt like I was doing something. You know what I'm saying? Or making progress, should I say?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Speaking of you saying smoking weed, you said no more lean, only weed. What made you make that decision? Was it more so like health related or like because I didn't
Oh,
interview people who told me the only reason why they really quit is because the price, not necessarily because they help.
I ain't gonna lie, a lot of these niggas be um just niggas that like getting high. You know what I'm saying? And I was once in point in time the same way, but I ain't gonna lie. Like these days, I ain't sick lean in probably like 5 or 6 months. Don't get me wrong. Like if I'm around somebody and they pouring up, I might grab a little cup. You know what I'm saying? But like as far as these niggas, like whoever you talking about that said they only quit because of the price, I was never drinking it that heavy to even care about the price.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I barely even sip lean. But if it's around, I might get a little cup or something. But like I don't go spend my money. I'm not calling around looking for pints. You know what I'm saying? Like how all these other rappers and people probably is. That just ain't how I move. So, but I don't knock nobody for drinking lean because I used to drink lean heavy too. And then like it was part of it was for health reasons because I got fat off that shit, bro. And diabetes running my family. I wasn't trying to get diabetes, so I kind of just grew out of it. Really,
Yeah, that was a smart decision.
yeah, yeah, for sure. But sometimes I still rap about it. You know what I'm saying? Some of this rap shit just be rapping. A
Yeah,
lot of shit don't be no truth to it. But if you get what I'm saying,
yeah. I think
yeah.
my next question it's the same way because you rapped about having a Draco in the booth. Was that just some rap shit too?
No, I don't. I'm not gonna lie. I take my security and my in my life very serious, and I understand that just because I'm not on that with somebody, don't mean another person not on that with me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Whether it be because we live. I'm from Flint. I know what's going on. I know exactly what's going on. I know what type of behavior to look for. I've been around janky niggas and niggas that I'm from the hood, bro. So I know what's going on. So wherever I'm at, like, let's say I got a fucking concert at such and such. I'm there, and you know what I'm saying?
You well
It's going
protected.
on. Yeah, for sure. And I got a CPL, so no, that shit go.
You need to say that again for these people, man, because I know people
Yeah,
personally.
but yeah, man. If y'all ain't got no felonies, bro, go get your open carry. Especially if you around here fucking with these niggas out here, bro. These niggas ain't genuine. These niggas ain't real. None of that. These niggas will rob you, bro. These niggas will, typical shit, bro. So if you ain't got nothing going on legally, bro, go get your open. At least go get an open carry. But with the open carry, because that's what I had at first. At least with the open carry, you can at least have a little bit of protection. There's a lot of guidelines to it. You got to know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Your instructor should show you, but a CPL is more so better. You don't have to show a person that you got a gun. If he run up on you, that's his fault.
Right.
It's kind of like a play at your own risk type of thing. That's the type of person I am. I'm like I said, I'm not on no murder, kill. I'm not aligned with none of this gang shit that's going on in the city. I don't know half these people. I'm almost 10 years older than.
Yeah.
So I'm not on that. I fuck with everybody. I'm trying to get some money. I'm trying to get up out the city. You know what I'm saying? Have me some kids and live my life like a regular nigga, bro. That just did music.
I know
So
wrong.
yeah, when I go in the booth, I ain't capping.
You have mentioned getting love in the city. How important is that? Because some people feel like, man, F where I'm from. I'm just trying to make it.
um, it's mixed, bro. It's kind of like,
Because you say you get love in the city, and I ain't never heard nothing bad about you.
well, I love the city. Sometimes I do be feeling like I'm slept on, underrated, but that's just typical shit, typical feelings and shit. But I do feel like I don't get enough attention. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm posting, it's on all my social platforms. I know a lot of these people. I know a lot of these rappers that popping in the city. I know a lot of them personally. You just wouldn't know unless you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But a lot of times I have asked myself, like, do I actually need my city to support me in order to make it? I think it all depends on how you look at it or what type of career you're trying to have. You know?
Absolutely. I know that
Yeah.
when I do a lot of studying from like the music industry, and I heard that ASAP Rocky blew up overseas first, like Tokyo or some shit was fucking with him before New York was. New York kind
Oh
of
wow, I never knew that.
yeah, and then I heard like Texas was fucking with him more too because he do the screw and chop.
I'm hip on them because he was fucking with like the Raider clan and all them type of them people.
Yeah,
Or is the Raider clan is aren't they from Texas or is it Florida?
I think they in
You know?
Florida.
Yeah, I think because I think it is in Florida if I'm not mistaken. But
I
yeah, you're
think
right about that. Yeah,
Space Ghost Perk from Florida.
Space Ghost is from Florida.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right. But if I'm not mistaken, I think Raider clan had a lot of people from different states though, right?
that could be it because
I think
Rocky
that's
and them was from New York and they was fucking with
yeah,
Raider Clan too.
yeah, for sure. But yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know ASAP blew up overseas first. So I guess that adds to, because Flint small too. It's not like it's a Detroit or a Los Angeles or a New York, a big ass city.
Right.
But like, for example, Rio, he got the city behind his back. So
For sure.
yeah, for sure.
You rapped about Rolls Royce. Is that another dream car on top of the Mercedes?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's one of my dream cars for sure.
My dream cars, my garage, it's gonna look crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I don't wanna go finance them. I'm not about to go pay fucking 5,000 a month for it. Like if I'm trying to buy that bitch and own it.
You
You
not
know what
worried
I'm saying?
about them depreciating as soon as you drive them off the lot?
Nope. Because if I buy a car, it's for me to have it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't buy it to sell it later. I can understand if you buying cars and you trying to flip them and you want to hold the car for another time, just like a different time zone where you think it's gonna make more money or make you more money, which I understand. You know what I'm saying? But if when I buy cars, like even like now, I don't lease cars and shit. Like I have to buy the car. I don't want a payment. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand, like you said, driving off a lot and depreciating. But if I go buy a S580 Benz, I ain't driving that every day anyways.
Right.
So I don't want a payment on it. I just want it. I just want that. I just want to be able to go get in any kind of car I want. That's the goal.
That's a
That's the
dope
goal.
goal to have because I be watching shit on YouTube and like even back in the day watching cribs, seeing 8 cars in a motherfucking driveway.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
I ain't never even seen a driveway in Flint big enough to hold 8 cars.
Shit, 3 cars at that.
Dang, I swear. You
Yeah.
also
Oh yeah.
you also talked about wanting the plain Jane Rolex. Teddy's talk about how that's worth more than the ones that you bust down.
Say that one more time. The volume I cut off for a minute.
You talked about wanting a plain Jane Rolex. Talk about how that's more valuable than the bust down.
Say that one more time.
You talked about wanting a plain Jane Rolex. Talk about how that's more
Right.
important than the bust down.
Um, a lot of people need to hear this,
A
especially these
lot.
young guys niggas out here. Man, look, bro. I ain't never even had no watch. I'm not saying I couldn't have had one, but like I said, I don't value jewelry, money, and none of that shit. I value real people. So if you go by, that's why like a lot of these young niggas, that's why they be dissing and hoeing Jay-Z because they don't want to learn. Don't nobody want to learn these days. That's just how it is. So they don't know these these jewelers and these people selling these watches and these necklaces, it's getting down. They don't give a fuck about you. They just trying to get their product off like anybody else that got something for sale. So if you go buy, let's say you go buy a Rolex and you spend however much you spend on it. Rolexes aren't like cars. They don't depreciate when you walk out the store unless you flood it out with diamonds. Now, people say, how is it depreciating when you add diamonds to it? Because it's not really a Rolex no more. And you put when these people bust down Rollies, they don't come just already like that. You get a they like it's a whole process. Like they have to turn your watch and put glue on it and shit to put the diamonds on there. So all that shit just makes it go down over time. Now once you keep it plain, it doesn't lose value whether it's 5 or 6, 7 years down the line, if you bought it for 20,000 or however much you paid for it, it's still gonna be worth that. But if you put diamonds all over it, diamonds got to be cleaned. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot that go to it. So, my advice to niggas is if you get injured, keep it plain. Or if you do want to bust down, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta have just all bust downs or watches flooded with diamonds. It's just the new norm, though.
Yeah, everybody want to shine.
Yeah, everybody want to shine. Ain't nothing wrong with it, but like, at least my point is like, at least just try to keep investment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like I said, with the cars, some people might be buying watches to have. They don't care about selling it later. Now, but like we get a watch, like that shit be made of gold and shit. So that's a whole nother story. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
Yeah.
You said you're like Tootsie until you mad. Break that lyric down.
You say you gotta sing like Tusi until you make me mad. But like I just feel like Tusi, he make like music for girls and shit, and you know what I'm saying? Like he kind of give off like a soft vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people say that I kind of can give off that vibe sometimes, but I'm here to tell you it's not that at all. That's just how I make music, bro. I rap about like my music is about people trying to make it through shit. People talking about it. People want to hear about experiences. I want my music is for people that have been through shit.
Right.
You know, I get raw wave comparisons sometimes, but I'm not sad out here. You know what I'm saying? I just voicing the shit that I went through and how it made me feel and how it made me grow. You know?
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. I feel like more people should be in tune with their emotions. They'll crash out less.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. A lot of people, man, they look at it. I don't know, man. It's like because sometimes you can get to a certain point where it's like, damn, do he need help? You know, I'm not talking about myself. I'm just saying, like with some rappers, I feel like a lot of people use depression and anxiety and mental health for views. Sometimes I ain't gonna
Yeah.
say no names, but I feel like that's how strong clout is. Some people even use that type of shit.
I feel like labels sometimes tell the artist to do that. It might not even be what the artist
Yeah.
want to do.
Yeah, man, that's just weirdo activity, man. I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of weird. That should be weird.
I agree.
Yeah, for sure.
The song that I grabbed some of them questions from was "Thought It Was Love." What that title mean? Like
Um,
who you
I
thought
would
it
say,
was love from, or if it's more than one, you ain't even got to say a name. But like, was it based off somebody that you really thought loved you?
um, it was more so like a general thing. Like I had this thing where like always used to think like everybody thought like me, and I always used to feel like if I did something for somebody, then they'd probably do it back. But that ain't how this shit work.
You right.
Like, but I'm the type of person I don't let other people and what they do or the fake shit that they do make me do fake shit.
Yeah,
That's just I think everybody should be like that, but sometimes you gotta stop giving that extended hand or being a helping hand. Sometimes you gotta stay away from people. Sometimes you can't be nice. And that's the fucked up part about all this shit, especially when you got a good heart and you actually genuine, you know?
yeah,
Because other people not, and it make you not want to be it make you want to be disingenuous. But it's like I can't even do it.
yeah. It's just
Because
not
you
in you.
give that power over you.
Yeah, a lot of people need to understand that when people got power over you, you pretty much a puppet.
Facts. Facts. That's factual.
Man, I think this. I think this is where I want to end it. I'm gonna show you. I got so many questions, bro. Like, so
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
we definitely got to do this again sometime, man.
Yeah, I'm man. Whenever you, man, you can make me a regular for all I'm concerned, bro.
Man,
I fuck with you the long way.
as many projects as you drop and as much questions that I ain't even get to, you might end up being
Right.
a regular, man. We're gonna have to find another time where we can like. I don't want to do it too soon because this one finna drop. Maybe like I might drop this like Monday, so
Okay.
like, we could probably shoot for like August or like September or something.
Yeah, because I'm about to drop. I got a tape right now. Man, I got so much music, bro. Like you don't even understand. Like I don't even got a record right now. I could not do music right now for the next 2 months.
Damn.
Like I got a plug and beat tape about to drop, all plug and beat songs. I got the tape with me and my brother. Me and him got a collab tape about to drop with every song. It's just me and him. And then I'm planning to do another tape that's not plug and beat, but just regular my music, you know. And then I'm doing another rap album right now where I'm just straight, no auto tune, just straight rapping. So it's a lot of shit in motion, a lot of songs that's already finished. You know what I'm saying? I just got a lot in store right now. So by August, it's gonna be cracking.
What's the most recent project you about to drop and like when?
The plug and beat tape. That's probably one that's coming out the soonest. 2-3 weeks.
Because if you want me to, I can hold this interview. But if you want me to let it fly Monday like I planned,
This one fly. You can let this one fly because once I drop the tape, I got some videos about to drop. It's just gonna be crazy. That's why I say like in August, it's gonna really be. You know what I'm saying? You probably gonna have a lot of questions about this summer.
yeah,
Oh
man,
yeah,
I'm excited, man, because I genuinely like your music. I like the auto tune shit, but I like the rap shit too. The song you got
right,
with
right.
Twan Love, that's probably my favorite song in your catalog. The
Say
one
it
with
again.
the song you got with Daytwan Love, that's probably my
Right,
favorite
yeah,
song in your catalog. Either that or Feeling Like K Trip. Them two probably like
yeah,
my
yeah.
top
Yeah,
three
everybody
rappers.
love those. Everybody love those songs. That's crazy. That's my top stream song, the one with the Twan Love.
I'm
Um,
eager for you to get back in that bag, man.
okay, I hear you. Okay, 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 okay. I'm gonna have to do that for you then, man.
Yeah, that'd be
I'll do
fire.
that for you. What was I about to say? Me and my brother just dropped the tape, Cash Life. It's some shit on there similar to that. You go
Yeah,
check that out. It's called Back to Back. I'm on there with him. Cause don't get me wrong, you know, I can rap like that.
yeah.
You know, but like for me, it was just like I kind of gravitate toward the singing shit more. But like I said earlier, I like making music for everybody. I want to have music for everybody. Females, street niggas, motherfucking people that go to work 9 to 5, that live honest lives. You feel me? I want to have something everybody can listen to.
And that's gonna keep your fan base so wide because it ain't just catering to one person.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
A 70
You
year
ain't
old
never
lady
lied.
might walk up to you one day and say, I like your song.
Oh yeah, man, it be crazy, man. Like sometimes I be feeling like people don't be listening, and then I get messages on like, cause I don't check my Instagram requests like that, but like sometimes I do. It be people in there. Sometimes I be skeptical because you know with social media, it be a lot of these fake profiles and people inboxing you saying they like your music, but really they just trying to get you to buy something from them. Like I
Yeah,
see through all the bullshit, you know. But like I sometimes I get real people like, yeah, hey, this is so hard. You need to make more songs like this. I'm like, damn. I go to their page and they're not even from Flint, you know. So and then I'm in tune with my numbers, like my art, like I can see where all my plays coming from. It'd be weird to me because I'm like, well, who the fuck is listening to me in Dallas, Texas like this? It'd be crazy, bro.
I know exactly what you mean. One of my biggest markets, when I look at my YouTube analytics, is the UK. I'm like, damn, the UK fuck with Flint for real.
Man, it is sad because I damn near be like, man, I don't even believe it. But it's
Yeah,
be like, that's the beauty of it. It's like, that's like the start of kind of believing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, I see it's going on, but it's like, in my mind, it's like, damn, is this really actually happening? Like, let me pinch myself. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I know exactly
Yeah,
what you mean. You
yeah,
never
it'd be
really,
crazy.
you never really grasp the concept of the people that fuck with you that you don't physically see in person is real people and they not bots.
Facts, facts.
Yeah,
It's very hard to understand that, especially if you're not doing shows and you know what I'm saying.
absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Man, you gave me another classic interview. We got 4 more minutes. I got one more thing to say before we end this, man. The last interview you had Xavier with you. You got any updates
right
on
there.
like his career?
Man, I'm about to go pull up on him after, man. My brother, he just been being an adult, bro, trying to keep his head straight, paying bills, you know what I'm saying? He just moved into a new house, you know what I'm saying? He doing his thing.
Yeah,
He got some music too that he ain't fucking dropped, bro.
man, I know. He made a Facebook
And,
status about having some music.
he one of those people you gotta beg him to drop, bro.
Yeah,
That's just how he is. You know what I'm saying? But I get it. Some people be like, shit, I'm trying to focus right now. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. But he got some shit.
man, I can't
Me
wait.
and X got a couple songs, bro, but he don't be wanting me to drop them. I'd be like, bro, let me drop. It's like we got a song right now that we recorded in 2023 that's droppable. He
Yeah,
don't want to drop it
damn.
because he feel like he could have went harder, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can understand that. He seemed like a perfectionist. Y'all both do.
He is when it comes to the music, bro.
Yeah. Well, man, I
For
appreciate
sure, for
your
sure.
interview so
And
much.
I appreciate you having me, bro. Real talk.
And like I said, we gonna come back August or September, and we gonna
Yep.
have another one. I'm gonna drop this
Okay.
Monday, and
Okay.
around probably around this time, around 4 p.m. So I'm gonna send you the link first before I drop
Okay.
it, and then we can just promote it like crazy.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. Let me know. I'm gonna post it. It'll be everywhere.
All right, bet.
All right, my brother. Appreciate you for having me.
Man, appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Love.